good with a YouTube? Already just posted my previous video, and the addiction has already begun. You know what it's like when you find that one anime. Yeah, everybody had this moment. You find an anime, that shit is so good, and then you like, wait a minute, let me see if I can find another one. You find another one, and that shit is good, and then you find another one, and that shit is good. You go back to back to back, and then you just start watching them back to back to back to back to back. Next thing you know, you done closed out like 20 series. That's happened to me a couple of times. And this is a situation like that. I just watched a couple of lit videos of my boy Andrew Tate's, and shit. Now I'm on to the next. I'm supposed to be getting up, getting ready for work, getting ready to make the paper, but I want to watch another video. I want to watch one, and this is Andrew Tate versus Dave Portnoy. I guess they did a little podcast, did a little interview, and we about to see what my boy Andrew Tate said. The title said that he called him a nerd or some shit. He called him a geek. But from the couple videos that I watched, this dude pretty nice. But we about to see right now. Let's get straight into this thing.
Are you anti-woman? I love women. In fact, interesting statistic, 100% of the people I've ever had sex with were women. So
there you go.
I love women. I have nothing against
there you go. How you gonna call him a misogynistic man now? How you gonna call him a misogynist? He loves women. He appreciates them and respects them.
Sexist in any regard. I'm not misogynist either. I'm a realist. Like, I'm a realistic person. As a realist, in the modern world, they're going to call you sexist, misogynist, etc. But I'm none of
That's his shit?
Why do they call you that?
Shit.
Because I said the truth.
Which is?
Women can't fight. Men are stronger. Like, basically,
I don't know, because it's that one Asian MMA fighter, she got fucking done.
As I said, and maybe I'll upset the ladies on the podcast, I hope not, but please correct me if I'm wrong. I said if I were to get on a plane, and that plane was to fly into the eye of a hurricane, there was a 50% chance of it crashing, I'd want a male pilot, because I think that males are better under stress and under pressure. I think they're less likely to get emotional in the
what's wrong with that?
That situation. That's why they make better soldiers. And that doesn't mean that doesn't make me a misogynist. That doesn't make me sexist. That's just true. Women are better at other things than men, and I'll sit here and say women are better at X. But I will say
better at being family.
I'm not going to sit and
better at
being
family nurturers. Better at taking care of kids. Definitely.
Anyone who's honest would want a male pilot in said situation. You would not want a female pilot.
So I disagree with that. I think that's a person by person, but I agree with men are stronger than women. I don't think
if I'm on a plane and that shit is like the little things start popping down and shit, and then they come out for whatever reason and they ask me, who do you want to be your pilot? And it's a man, an old nigga, and an old female. I'm picking an old nigga. What? If it's an old dude and an old female, and they ask, who do you want to be the pilot of this ship? We're asking you guys. We're at a little bit of a disagreement, you know? And they ask everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody go choose the dude. Oh, nigga, he probably put. See, because the thing is, dudes, like, they don't usually take time off of work. Whereas women would take vacation time. You know, of course, it's not always their fault. They get pregnant. They lose time away from work. You know, and less time at work, less experience. So I'm going with a man too. I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm not saying that it's all women's fault that they have to take time off of work, because sometimes the period cramps be too much, be too painful. Sometimes, you know, they got to deal with the kids. You know, it's all types of reasons why they miss work. And I'm not saying it's their fault or anything like that, but the balance of probabilities, the man will have more experience. And if the man has more experience, then that man.
You're telling me if you were to fly into a hurricane and you had the choice between a male pilot and a female pilot, you wouldn't have zero preference at all, Dave?
Not knowing anything about either of them, they're both pro pilots? No, I wouldn't. We're not talking about dunking about.
Come on now.
Well, I would choose a man, because I know from my own.
At least he's not scared to say what he thinks.
That when shit hits the fan and emotions are high and it's life or death.
That's why it's the majority of men that are firefighters, like they showing right now.
Keep me alive. So I would choose the man. For the same reason, I would choose women to do other things. Let me give you another example then, Dave. If gender roles aren't real, and you're now...
No, I think there are gender roles are real. That particular example, I'm sure you can have great female pilots.
I'm sure you can, too.
You couldn't. I said I'd choose a man in that particular situation.
I don't say a lot of stuff about women like that they're your property.
That's
Yes.
not what I said. I was talking about an OnlyFans company when the question was asked.
Yes,
But I
they
said that
are.
if a woman is going out with a man, she belongs to that man.
Exactly.
If a woman says
Speak
she's
that
with
speak.
a man, she owes him some money because she's his. Yes, that's what I
You
said.
think
Well, that's crazy.
you think
How is that crazy, bruh?
So you think that a man going out with a girl that's just your property?
Yes.
There can't be an equal relationship?
That one was nuts.
That's not nuts, bro. That's he's spitting facts. If any dude who say he's not spitting facts, like, you the dude that get cheated on, bro. If you let your girl, like you said, that's just crazy. So you will let your female have an OnlyFans, post her body, post her titties and shit, you know, play with herself up on there, do all of that, and you ain't at least getting no money out of it? Because she gonna go buy her Chanel bags, her Gucci bags, her Versace bags. She'll go buy her all her expensive perfumes, her Dior slides and shit like that. And she ain't gonna give you shit. Fashion over dresses, all types of shit, right? And she ain't gonna give you nothing. And she making all of this money because she's selling your product to other dudes. You know, other dudes is paying to look at your girl. You know, I get that, you feel me? That's, no. Ain't no nigga seeing my female. No. Ain't no nigga looking at my girl. No.
That's crazy.
No, but that one you can't. If I understood what you said, that if a guy and a girl is dating and a girl does OnlyFans, she owes him a cut.
Yes, if she's gonna do it.
100%.
She is his girl.
100%.
Because she's his.
Yes.
What's the point of being in a relationship?
Saying that women are your property.
Yes.
It's not about being property.
Yes.
It's about the fact that she belongs to him.
Yes,
And
let him know.
Parts of her body belong to him because they're in a relationship. And if she wants to sell those, he has a stake.
What's the, when you get in a see what that's she ain't finna never have no, come on now. When you get with a dude, when you decide that, okay, we're in a relationship now, certain things you just cannot do anymore. Like the females who want to go to the clubs. If you want a relationship, what are you doing at a club? I remember I used to go to clubs with my boys. We used to go to the clubs and shit. And then it used to be females who were like, oh, I have a boyfriend. You know, like when my homies would ask them to dance and shit. A few minutes later, throwing it back. I'm telling you, my guy, if you let your girl go to the club, that's a no-no. You gotta understand, if you let her drink and you let her go to the club, those two don't mix together. Those two do not match well. That's why it's a whole bunch of E-par cases, because the dudes get drunk, the women get drunk, and they do what they do. So it's a whole bunch of E-par cases, my guy. You shouldn't let your female be put in a situation like that. Be smarter. Protect your woman. Dudes, other dudes out here, bro, they not shit. It's a lot of dudes that's like that. Niggas who can't get no. So they go to the clubs where the females get drunk, get lit, and then they do their little thing. And if you don't want your female dancing on niggas, when she get drunk, guess what she gonna do? I'm just saying.
So it's reverse. Male porn star owes the woman.
I don't know, because I think the women belong to the man. I think the woman's
Yeah,
given over
that's
to the man.
inherently where you get called sexist.
No, it's not. Well, you can call me sexist if you want, but if you look at marriage, it's the bride's father who gives her away. It's not the groom's father.
That's true.
The woman belongs to the man.
So it's slavery.
See, I think it goes both ways, though. I legit think it goes both ways, but I see what he's saying. But majority of places it does.
Given over to the man. Read the Bible, read the Quran. I'm not saying they're appropriate. I'm saying they're given to the man, and they belong to the man. It doesn't mean they're a pure property without emotion. It means they're given to the man. They take the man's name. You said
it's the guy's parts.
Yes.
Like if she's on OnlyFans, the guy owns those parts.
They should be exclusive to
Those parts
him.
are intimate, right? That's the whole point of her being his.
Yeah, but you didn't do reverse. When I said
See, I think it should be reversed. I ain't even gonna lie.
Porn star,
But I get what he's saying.
owe the girl a cut.
Correct, because he doesn't belong to her. She still belongs to him.
Correct. So that's the sexist part.
But and you've also said that you could have
That's
multiple
personal preference,
partners,
though.
But a female that was with
What?
you couldn't also have multiple partners.
Well, a woman could say that same thing if she decided. She could say, I can sleep with multiple men, but my men can't sleep with multiple women if she so chooses. We're all free individuals, right?
Yeah, but you wouldn't agree if a woman said that.
No.
I don't think, I would personally find that revolting, correct? But there are women who find what I say revolting.
And this is the last time I'm gonna pause it, but it's a lot of females out there who argue for shit that they don't even believe in. Because they be all like, oh, I think a female should be able to sleep with just as much people as a man can. You know, like, do you want to do that? Do you want to sleep with a lot of men? Oh, no, I don't, but I'm just saying another woman. then why are you arguing? I don't get it. Why do females argue so hard for shit that they don't want to do? Like, that shit doesn't sound normal. No. For a dude, it takes a lot to get females, to get women, especially in today's society with Instagram and shit like that. It's extremely difficult. So, yeah. If you could get a lot of women, get a lot of women. Do your shit, man. Bag your shit. Bag them.
Just saying how you think.
Yeah, I mean, if I think that I think if a man is not sexually exclusive, it's not the same as if a woman is, because with a woman you have the paternity.
And that's
issue.
true.
With a man, you don't have the paternity issue. If I have 3 girlfriends and they all get pregnant, we know who the mother and who the father is. If you have 1 woman and 3 men, you don't know who even the parents are if she got pregnant.
That's
so
true.
A big issue, right? Science can step in and fix it.
Science shows that women shouldn't be promiscuous.
Of course,
Science
yeah,
proves
that's
that.
exactly it. So I said science can step in and fix
You
it.
get
But
pregnant
it's not
by one man,
common against the will of God.
and you be pregnant
Read the
for
Bible, and there was not a
how
single
long?
woman who was celebrated for having multiple husbands. Female
9,
promiscuity
10
was
months.
disgusted and frowned
You be
upon.
pregnant by one man for 9 to
Every
10
single book
months.
ever written ever in all of history, in all cultures ever, women were supposed to be virgins. Women sleeping with lots and lots and lots of men has never been celebrated ever. Besides, in the last 40 years in the West, in a degrading society. Well, yeah, okay, cool. But if you're going to look at it traditionally, women were not supposed to act that way. And I don't think women want to act that way anyway. I don't think women intrinsically.
He do be
want to
spitting.
punch
I
people.
fuck with my boy Tate.
Well, the women I know don't want to.
Shit, I don't know no females like you then. Shit.
Maybe there are some. I don't know. Maybe there want to.
There's definitely like cleat chasers who fucking love that.
I don't know where getting this impression I hate women. I mean, we can report that. We can attempt to label me with that all we want. I'm happy.
Damn.
I absolutely utterly love them. I have nothing against women. I believe women are the most precious things on the planet. They create life. They should be protected. They should be provided for. I would never let a woman take
Facts.
a pill. I would never let a woman. If someone touched any of my women, I would stand up against 10 men by myself.
Facts. Beat a nigga ass.
I believe that women are
Beat the hell out of somebody they touch my
female.
female.
That they're as emotionally calm as men in stressful situations. I don't think they can fight like a man can. And for the same reason, I would never drop my children in an all-male nursery.
Baki.
Strange and weird. I would only drop them in an all-female nursery. Women do certain things and men do certain
Exactly.
things. And we live in a world now where the whole idea of the roles has been conflated to the fact where if I come along and say women are better with children and men are better at fighting, I'm somehow butt sexist when it's clearly true. There's nothing wrong with stating the facts. It's the truth.
You're mixing them up because I agree with some of what you're saying. Like,
Yeah,
again,
but then you throw in the OnlyFans.
The OnlyFans thing make perfect
I
sense.
don't think anybody here is arguing that, like, in a fist fight, a man's gonna win.
Okay, but then, so
What about intelligence? Do you think women are smart enough?
well, it's been proven that the smartest people in the world aren't. But that's been proven. That's been
Nick, that boy Tate be spitting facts. I think I'm addicted to my man videos. I gotta see a lot more than much. But that's it for this video, y'all. Don't forget to leave a like and remember that you have the ability to make me famous. You had the power to put some bread in my hands, and all you gotta do is give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe to the channel. Peace.